Hello, hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here on this day before Halloween. Happy Hallows Eve. And seriously, thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. And we have got a fantastic community because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So hello, hello, hello. So, as I said, today is the day before it is October 30th. Woo! And I've got a weird little shadow back here. I think it's because of where the Halloween throw is, that it's creating like this one bat wing. It's kind of fun. Ooh, spooky one bat wing. Ooh. But anyway. And people were very kind yesterday about that. You were very kind yesterday about the crown and what have you. But you know what? I lost subscribers. I lost a bunch of subscribers yesterday. And the only thing that was different was the crown. Okay. Matter of fact, there was one woman who in the comments said, please unsubscribe me from this channel. This is not for me. And while I respect that, you can unsubscribe. I could block you from the channel forever if you want. Anyway, all right. Okay, so, thank you. Happy Halloween. Yes, indeed. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked it. I don't know. Some people just, they don't like my silliness. They don't like my crazy nails. They don't like the stuff I build. They don't like the art. I don't know. But here I am, doing the best I can. So, here we are. We're going to be going into, some crazy stuff today in the news, but I can say that I want you to come with me over to I'm going to pull up a different website because I want to look up more specifics. So you're going to do some research with me, okay? So at 3 minutes in, we're going to jump into the news. The scariest thing around here is the news. Lewis said they have crown envy. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. That was good. Oh, Terry says, we love your sillies. Makes me laugh. Oh, my Sagittarius stellium. Thanks you. All right, let's just go. We'll go into the more serious stuff. So I was going to go here. If I go here first, is that saved in the right place? No, that is the wrong. Okay. I've got the wrong link there. Copy. Paste. Sorry, it's just taking me a minute to pull this together. Oh. As bad as it looks. Hey, if Hal Sparks can do research with you during a live stream, join me, won't you? All right, so the first thing we're talking about is over the past couple of weeks, as the government shutdown has been going on, has been wearing on, banks have started borrowing in emergency liquidity because that is a massive spigot of money that comes out of the government. And when that spigot basically turns off, the financial system, the economy, stores, grocery stores, you name it, everyone really, really feels it. And okay. Okay. So we'll go back, let's go over here. And tariffs have already stretched the economy before the shutdown. Now it's gotten worse. Economists are concerned about the banking system. And you know me. I tell you the truth. I tell you what I find. I tell you, and I tell you exactly what is news, and I tell you what is intuition, and there's a difference. So right over, if I go over here, the Federal Reserve of New York conducts overnight repurchase operation called repo operations. They're short-term loans where the bank posts collateral like treasuries or mortgage-backed securities. Not worth a great deal. And to get cash for a day. The point is to keep the federal funds rate inside the Federal Reserve's target range and maintain liquidity in the system. Now, this is not 2008. This is not even 2020 when everything shut down. Because in 2019, 2020, repo interventions routinely ran from like 100 to $500 billion a day during COVID. This is starting to turn into like over $2 billion overnight. Okay, so we're not at 100. We're not at 500 certainly, but it's still stress on the banks. So let me show you. Share screen. Window. No, tab. That's what I want. Here we go. If I share this and I pull down this, you can see. All right, so this is the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, repo operations. And if we scroll down, you can see this. Now, is this pandemic levels? No. But look what it went from all through August. 0, 0.1, 0, 0.01, 0, 0.1. And then jumped up one day on September 30th, but then ever since this, October 8th, October 9th, 0, 0, 0, 10th, 14th, 0, 4.7, 1.7. Well, Treasury Agency mortgage back 2 billion, 6 billion, 2, 3, 3. That's 8.5 about. That's 7.75. That's 10.2. And then so far today, it's at 2.2 so far. So the banks are under stress. And so it's not the end of the world as we know it. Donna is saying you can't hear me. Hang on, audio. I can't. Mic volume. Okay, is that better? Is it too much? Just let me know, please. I've tried turning up the microphone. So, Dave says, wow, you can do math. Are you making fun of me? So, okay, this is is this better? Is it worse? Okay, I've turned it up. I hope it's okay. All right. All right, good. Okay, we're just going to leave it where it is. So, like I said, we're not at 100 billion, but those numbers are climbing, which means the banks are under stress, which makes sense. And because we have a question, this is the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, the repo operations, which is repo operations. The Fed conducted overnight repurchase operations. Repo operations, short-term loans where banks post collateral like treasuries or mortgage-backed securities to get cash for a day. It's to maintain liquidity in the system and keep the federal rates where they want them to be. Okay, so I want you to be aware of what's actually happening before somebody scares the jack-o'-lanterns out of you. And I'm going to read on the banking system, okay? Because there is a lot of fear right now, understandable. There's a lot of fear, and and where there's fear, there's misinformation. Because people are, once they're in that state of fear, there's a question of how much fear should I be in? Should I be in more? What's going to happen? So. Banking. It's just strain. I'm not getting collapse. I'm getting strain. Now, what they're saying, Dumpster Fire and his ilk are saying, is absolute garbage. Whatever they say. Matter of fact, the Fed has just cut rates by, I want to say, is it a 1/4 percentage point? And the thing is, though, is the markets don't entirely know how to react because the numbers they're used to getting out of the government about the state of things, they're not getting. That's bad. So, yay, Fed rate cut a bit, but we don't have all the information anymore. Not good. So whatever they're saying, yeah, we know how much to trust President Blunderdum. It is a lot of money. It is. It's a huge amount of money. And it feels very much like the Fed is all over this. That this isn't just going to be like, oopsies, oh well. There's some higher wisdom going on there. But there are also some things we don't know. So luckily there are still some people in place who know what they're talking about and are not willing to just do whatever Trump wants whenever he wants. Because that never ends well. It just doesn't. But trying to stir stuff up and distract. And there's the country. So I don't have collapse of the banking system, but I wanted you to be aware of what's going on, what the actual information is, and then also what intuitive information there is. So that's all. Okay? Do. The more you know. So, Old Silver says, looks like one of her peachy orange lipsticks. Very nice. Oh, thank you. It's a combination. Thank you. So, no, this is not like 2008. It was massive. Actually, I don't know if how far back this thing goes. Because is there a way to do a date? Oh, hang on. Can I do... Wait. Change this to... I'm just going to go in here and just change it to 2020 and see what happens. Hang on. There's not much there. What if I change this to 1 to there? Oh, okay, I can. Hang on. There's cool stuff. Hang on. Share. This is interesting. I think you'll find this interesting. Share. Come back here. Drop the overlay quickly. There we go. Now, see this? This mess. This is back in 2020. And I just changed the date on the year and put this back in January to October. The end of October in 2020. And look at this. This little spike here that's Treasury. Okay, the three things listed are Treasury, agency, and mortgage-backed. And here, I'm trying to do some quick mental addition. So this is 94 billion. We were at 10 yesterday. All right, this is 94, and then that's 73 billion. This is 120 something. And then we get this big spike. Now, on March 12th, 2020, 275, something like that, billion. That was needed, that the Federal Reserve banks needed to maintain liquidity. So yeah, and then it was up at 196 or so on March 17th. But then things got better. Another little spike here in June. 108, 109, maybe 110 billion. And then it got better. So these things do happen. I wonder if they've got 2008 here. I'm sorry, I know you're not necessarily here for this, but I think this is important. Do they have 2008 here? Why, yes, they do. Oh, look at that. September. And then this big tall one. On September 18th, 2008, the banks desperately needed to borrow 100 and what? 4 billion. And then didn't the bank shut down or something? 20 billion. Oh, talk about, you can see the mortgage back, 20 billion. Next day, 20 billion. A few days later, exactly 20 billion. Can you say government intervention? That's where they were putting money in the system. So, okay. So that means, let me see if it'll go right back to the original, like right now. Yeah. So right now, yesterday it went up to 10 and a bit. So things are not that bad. So now you have all the facts. Yeah. Because that's how we do around here. All right, stop that. Okay, here we are. All right. So we will get on with the questions. So I just wanted you to be aware, because I know people are talking about money, so they're going to start talking about the banks. But now you have knowledge. Okay, now this next thing, it's a little crazy making. Thank you. They say purple lights are black. I don't agree. Yet, Sebastian, I do love your necklace. Thank you. They're pretty purple. But I understand. Okay. At 20 minutes in, Guess what your tax dollars are going to? Oh, you're going to love this. I don't know if you're aware, but several senior Trump administration officials, including Rubio, Kristi Noem, Nazi Ferratu himself, Stephen Miller, and others, have relocated. They have moved in to military bases for security reasons. They are now living on military bases for their security. And you know who's paying for it? You are. I am. You know you're beloved by the populace when you have moved, you've become a freeloader to live on our military, moved into military housing for your security. The unprecedented wave of political appointees moving into military housing, dubbed an unofficial Trump green zone inside the United States of America, underscores rising political polarization. Oh, I wonder who started that. And has strained housing availability for senior officers, while deepening the administration's isolation from the public. Wow. 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 Can we all move on to military bases? Can we all have our housing paid for by taxpayers? How about that? How about that? Oh no, just him. Just them. Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. Colleen says probably the best officers' residence. Probably kick generals out. Yes. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Just the nicest residences on the military base. Huh. All right, when I was folding up that blanket, I was holding this deck of cards and I dropped it. And I thought I caught all the cards. I stopped them all from being upside down because I don't do upside down cards on this channel. One thing I learned early on in doing tarot on the internet is it's a lot clearer for people if you just use upright and just go more based on what it feels like rather than using that additional information. So I just got used to it. But I have 2 upside down cards here. I have 2 reverse cards. Card for the reading is the Queen of Swords, and she is a military person. She's a military mother, she's a military wife, she's a military husband, she's a military person in the military. That's exactly what this is. And that's the card for the reading. The first card is 10 of Pentacles upside down. In the same way you have the 10 of Cups is often like happy democratic families, the 10 of Pentacles is usually happy, more conservative families. Or this is a legacy. But this is reversed. Not good. Reversed. Military people should be in the military housing. Yeah. Yeah. You needed more grift? You needed more of your personal bills paid? This is appalling. They should have to pay for their own housing. Fool, because division is fun. Don't forget when Donald J for Genius blunderdum Trump was asked, why do you keep sleeping with your friends' wives? He leaned forward a little and said, "Because it's wrong." I'm not making that up. You can go look it up. Ace of Wands, Trump's bludgeon, the Fool's bludgeon. Do things that haven't been done before. Not like this. Queen of Cups, upside down. What is Congress supposed to do? And even now, I am seeing people on social media saying both parties are to blame for all these problems. They're just alike. What is it going to take? What is it going to take to get through to these people? No, there's one party that is led by someone with 34 felony convictions who is an adjudicated R word, who has 6 bankruptcies, who has colluded with Russia, who has incited the insurrection on January 6th, who is absolute the bonkers billionaire budget cut the safety net to shreds for the sake of billionaires. And you're trying to say Democrats are just like the Republicans? Only if you have got your head so deep in the sand that you cannot even breathe anymore. There is no comparison. Hanged man. We're stuck here. For now. Not forever. Who failed COVID? Exactly, Chris School. Yep. We're suspended. There's sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. There's only so much we can do right now. But we're going to all go out and vote, yes? We're all going to vote, correct? Randy says you didn't have to yell. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I turned my microphone up and this is what happened. Oh, audio. Let me put it back down where it was, or closer to where it was. That should be okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Usually it can just be forceful and that carries well enough. Yay! Gloria says I voted yes for my mayor and city council. Excellent. Excellent. Blue no matter who. Exactly, Jose. Randy says I'm tired of people saying both sides are just as bad when it's really obvious they are worlds apart. Okay. Randy says I didn't hear you yelling. Okay. I noticed that I was talking to my mother the other day, and she's like, I have my hearing aids in. I can't hear you. Oh, sorry. And she laughed. But I'm actually used to having to raise my voice if I want to talk to somebody. My sisters are like, really? Oh, sorry. Anyway. Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, is this gonna continue? Thank you. Yes, and yes, exactly, M. Kelpie. They have great health care. Yeah, great health care. Now their housing's paid for. Oh, and they get a salary. Nice deal if you can get it. Oh no, and now the page of wands is upside down. These are the flunkies. You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Burden. Who's a burden on the system? I'm sorry. Who's a maker and who's a taker? No, sorry. Who's a taker? You're a taker. Yes, you are. Marco Rubio, Kristi Noem, and Stephen Miller, just to start with. Oh, I'm sorry. You are a horrible burden on our system. Judgment, Two of Pentacles. Eventually there will be questions about this. There will. Big judgment over, and then they're on shaky ground. So, oof. Okay. Amanda says those squatters who took that military housing is the scariest haunted houses ever. That's true. Can you imagine being in a house with Stephen Miller is? Whew. Boo, boo, Nazi for our two. Gross. Okay. So at 31 minutes in, Melissa had pointed this out. The Pentagon has issued an order requiring all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories to train about 2,500 National Guard members as quick reaction forces to nationwide crowd control following Trump's executive order to combat civil unrest. The internal memo outlines training in riot control tactics, including use of batons, shields, tasers, and pepper spray, with full operational readiness by January 2026. What could go wrong? Critics warn the move could normalize a national militarized police force, potentially enabling federal deployment of troops to Democratic-led states, or even interference in elections under claims of voter fraud. What is going to happen? Yeah. I mean, it's not a vast number of people, but it's still... And frankly, I just start feeling like there's going to come a point at which members of the military are like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't. No. But some of them are going along with it. And of course, MAGA people think that if they're in a red state or they're MAGA people, then, well, I'll be safe. Nothing bad will happen to me. You keep thinking that, because I have yet another upside down card. This is weird. It's the Four of Pentacles. This is a day late and a dollar short. In this deck, it's also planting, in the sense of it doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to be short. It's that when you're in the planting phase, you can't harvest. But this is turned upside down. What are you planting? What are you starting? Adding insult to injury. Trying to be in secret. I'm surprised this came out. This is just trying to... This is trying to do things in secret. Page of Swords. A lot of young people in the military, and that's misuse. Criminality. Getting these people to do things they should not. You know, I've still got that graphic to finish. The Great Disunion. This is right now. This is not going to be the Civil War. It's not. But it can be its own thing, which will be disruptive and difficult. But we're going to get through it. We are. So, okay. Now, at the same time, you think Trump gets away with everything. The Republicans let him get away with anything. He does whatever he wants. No one's stopping him. Oh, hang on. Because at 3440, or 34... you know, Trump has been planning to import beef from Argentina, right? And the, let's just say the cattle farmers in the U.S. are none too pleased. And I'd also like to point out that, I'm sorry, you don't have money for SNAP benefits, but you can give all that money to Argentina? Really? Really? Really, Trump? Trump's plan to import beef from Argentina has sparked a major backlash from farm state Republicans who say the move betrays American first principles and harms U.S. ranchers. Lawmakers, including Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith and Representative Jason Smith, are demanding the administration reverse course, warning that the policy favors foreign competitors and deepens divisions over Trump's sweeping tariff agenda. This as more Republican senators joined Democrats in rebuking tariffs on Canada last night. There are Republicans in Congress starting to stand up against Trump. That not everything he says goes. So will this signal, is this going to turn into a thing? Is this signaling a major turn? Tishy says, took him long enough. Raymond says, farmers screaming for socialism, but not for everyone else. Yeah. Dave says, so happy to be a vegetarian. Fellow vegan. Oh, are you still vegan or are you just vegetarian? But yeah, going on 22 years I've been vegan. Love it. But anyway. But I don't try to convince other people. I never try to push it on other people. I just say it's good. I like it. Anyway. These are supposed to be not the knights of the Republicans. These are supposed to be Trump's knights. The knight of wands. Trump is the king of wands. Your fealty is to me only. Page of Swords, Moon. It's a small movement, but it's there. Moon against the chaos. This helps Democrats. All that fear. There is just a wave of fear. So we have King of Cups, Queen of Cups, trying to help those who are suffering. Because this movement by the Republicans is small. But it's going to make Trump really angry. Jamie, are you asking me? November 6th. I turned 54. So, made it this far. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. And just so you know, I'm not criticizing anybody. I have a very difficult name to spell, so just so you know. Is it here? Yeah, it's I-E-N-E. It's the feminine. But anyway, so that's how you spell it. But nobody can spell it. It's just. Nobody spells it, so it's just, okay. And then turn the style thing off. Okay. Oh gosh, you like the necklace? My mom gave me this. She just out of the blue. She just came home. And it's losing power, but it's actually lit up. It's actually got little lights in there. So it's hard to see, but it's actually, if I walk into a dark room, you can really see it. Anyway. Sebastian. Yep. Thank you. All right. So, what about the price? Okay. No. So the next question at 40 minutes in has to be about the price of beef. Because I know there are people, or price of meat in general even, because there are some people, they're always going to eat meat, you know, unless they absolutely cannot afford it. And I'm very, very concerned about what's coming Saturday. I would love to say, no, they're going to do something last minute like they always do, and everything's going to be fine. But here's the thing. One, the cards have not said that once, which is a little concerning. And two, my understanding is Speaker Mikey the Heretic has said he doesn't see any reason to bring the House back into session. And if the House isn't in session, they can't pass nothing. And they only have until tomorrow at midnight. Kat says, cost. I went vegetarian because of cost. Oh, I would understand. Dorinda says there's a $5 billion reserve for SNAP, but the regime won't use it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. I'm so sorry. Chris Cole says dictators don't need a Congress. And Lewis reminds us, hence the hiding on military bases. Yep. So, price of meat. Disappointment. These two cards go together. There's dumpster fire, watching people suffer. He doesn't care. The man has no empathy. Zero. He does not understand. He's never understood why anybody would make a sacrifice for somebody else. He's never understood anything. Nettie says 2 pieces of thin steak jumped from $8 to $23. Roast went from $16 to $58 for a small roast beef. Oh my gosh. Oh man. King of Pentacles. Yep, they're backing this cruel blankety blank. There's charity, and we need a lot of it. 3 of Swords. That's just painful. It makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. Old Silver says, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, at 43:15, 43:15, President Blunderdum lashed out at Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer. Surprise, dating in day, okay. For calling his Asia trip a total dud. Spoiler alert, because it was a total dud. Okay. Trump labeled the remarks almost treasonous. We don't have kings. Get stuffed. Yeah. Okay. Schumer had criticized Trump for boasting about trade progress with China while failing to make meaningful gains with key Asian allies, prompting Trump to defend the trip as a spectacular success. Oh, you got trinkets. They played YMCA for you. Boy, South Korea played him like a fiddle. They played, when Trump, okay, you remember the big ugly crown, right? Now, the historic crown in a historic context is beautiful, historic, important. The fact that they gave a giant gold crown to Trump is playing him like a fiddle. It was a replica. No. When he got off the aircraft, they had not only a band playing YMCA, They had dancers in the front wearing, it was like little, like bunny, little like mouse or bunny ears or something, but they were all dancing. So he walked over to them and he did that dance of his, like he's holding a rope that's going in one ear and out the other. So he's doing this, proving there's nothing there. And he did that for quite a few minutes, or at least a couple of minutes, in front of them. They were all dancing. And then he stopped and walked away. By the way, it also showed him from the side, and he looks terrible. He is so hunched. His legs look thinner than ever. You could tell through the pant legs. He's hunched. He looks awful. But yeah, they gave him a crown. They played YMCA. They were dancers. There was something else. Do you guys remember? There was something else South Korea did. I can't remember. But they did something else that was just so blatantly playing him. So the Asia trip, which was a dud. Oh yeah, that's true. And he was supposed to bow to the flags in Japan. Yeah, didn't do that. Yeah. Oh, yes, the food. Thank you. Old Silver and Iron Cauldron. Thank you. And DL. They gave him a bunch of little tiny hamburgers, well done hamburgers with ketchup, like a toddler. Yeah. So he got a band to play his song, and there were South Korean dancers, and he got a big gold crown and little tiny hamburgers, like a toddler going to a Burger King party, 'cause it's his birthday every day. Oh my gosh! And then one of the comedians last night was, I think it might have been Colbert, who showed a clip, was trying to point out the differences from what came before, and so played a clip of Obama giving a speech at the White House the night that he announced that Osama bin Laden had been killed. And then, Obama finished, turned around, was walking away, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, don't go. Oh, don't go. Please don't go. Go back. If this jerk can stay, you can stay. Please come back. Please, we miss you. Hello, come back, please. Sierra's asking, doesn't he hate ketchup? Oh, no, he loves ketchup. He loves steak overcooked like a charcoal brick, and he slathers it in ketchup. And then during the insurrection on January 6th, I guess he had a burger for lunch because he got so angry that he threw the plate at the wall. And what was her name? The younger woman with the long dark hair. She and one of the people working there had to wipe ketchup off the wall. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, it was a big deal. And again, I've got one upside down card. Weird. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So he went on his big trip. Supposedly talk about the tariffs, his legacy, the financial situation in the world, that kind of thing. And big old trip. Queen of Pentacles. The other people were there to say what needed to be said, to make agreements. Queen of Cups, upside down King of Swords. The people he was dealing with were absolutely horrified by him. To say that this man is a national embarrassment does not even begin to cover it. This is this is, he's here to do the thing, and this is, you, there's no great agreement here. And the people dealing with him would just, are you kidding me? This is America? This is the United States of America? We did not vote for him. We despise him. So, man, Cassidy Hutchinson, thank you, Core Smith. Thank you. Cassidy, thank you, Jamie. Okay, Cassidy Hutchinson, thank you, Amy. Chris Cool, thank you. Wow. Okay. Now, onto this at 51 minutes. And I'm not going to stay in this energy for long. The President Blunderdum, the king of the bog of eternal stench, has ordered the Pentagon to begin nuclear weapons testing to match Russia and China, breaking a 3-decade U.S. moratorium on full tests. Ooh, Rebel One Dog. Great. Uncover the news. Rebel One Dog. I like that. Breaking, Donald Trump is calling on law enforcement patriots to apply for a Make DC Safe Task Force, world's premier law enforcement task force, with champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, nuclear testing. Rose Blue, thank you so much. As a Texan, that's sacrilege to steak. Nuclear testing. What could go wrong? Isn't that what the world needs more of? Radiation. It had been stopped. At least here. But somebody's feeling all beaten up. While Trump lives in a bubble, and trust me, he does, and he's being played by the people around him, make no mistake that he is paranoid and extreme, and he's frightened enough just because he has such awful thoughts about what he wants to do to people who cross him, how he wants those who are loyal to him forever. He wants them to go out and do awful things if he can talk them into it. Just because of how dark his own thoughts are, he's afraid of other people wanting to do that to him. It's not a great recipe for good things. So, feeling all beaten up, so get to work. 3 of Cups. In this case, the ghosts feel kind of literal. 9 of Swords. Yeah, a lot of worry. 6 of Cups. Yeah. Just don't. But he wants to feel big because he's a child. And so he wants to see matter of fact, wasn't there an article? Wasn't there something about there was some kind of military display, and he's like, no, I want the real things to go off, because he wants to see the big boom. Pathetic. Anyway. Hello, Valerie. Sage that Scales Tarot's in the chat. Hello, Valerie. And Lucky Girl, you international treasure, you. As scary as all this is, we are here for each other. We are each other's support group, now more than ever. Hugs to everyone who wants one. Oh, I want one of your hugs. Yes, please. Oh, a big hug. Hugs that only people with the way... Lucky Girl has a lot of cancer in her chart, and I have a Cancer moon, so... Anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, it's not good. yeah, nuclear testing, no, don't need it, don't want it, stop. Oh, M. Kelby, absolutely. Our military are not people to him, they're toys. Absolutely. Oh, I love everybody sending hugs back to Lucky Girl. Makes me happy. All right. Sir, yes, sir. He's just starting. There's the government, and quiet as a tomb. So at least I'm not getting tower. Maybe it will be controlled to as not as much damage as it could. Oh boy. Okay. How about I just want to share one thing in right now. Make sure we get to it. Miss Sarah, she doesn't have everything up yet, but she does. She does have. Hang on, let me copy this. She has her store. She's a bunch of stuff up in her store, and soon she's going to have the F-bombs and the love bombs and all that kind of thing. These little crocheted things are very cute. But I actually bought a pouch from her, but she has it up, and because you are a black and orange viewer, in the chat I've put up, and I'll put it up comments and elsewhere, you can get 15% off. So just so you know, over at twilightyarnco.etsy.com, if you use black orange 15, you can get 15% off. Just letting you know. I don't get any money from that, and I just want to support her. So she does such good work, and she makes all that stuff herself. She's not buying stuff from somewhere else. No. She's making all of it. So, all right. Let me see. What else have we got here? Because we're starting to. Tam says I started following her story yesterday. Thank you. Oh, thank you, lucky girl. All right. I believe the discount code is ongoing. So, or it's going to be on for. It's going to be on for quite a while, I would think. Let me see. Hello, boo-boo. How are you doing? How are you? I wanted to make sure I got to this one at 58 minutes. Tammy was asking, I keep feeling someone is going to get hurt with the construction going on at the White House. Can you see what's happening? Construction? When is construction planned for? Anybody know? Since they're starting at the beginning of, it'll be starting in the autumn, which would lead to construction in the winter time, and it snows in DC. Oh, thank you. No worries, Jeff. Thank you, Bonnie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's very kind. Oh, boo, where's the boo? Oh, the boo. Boo, where are you? I don't know where he went. That was, he went poof into another dimension. Like cats. Mayor says, no, a judge stopped it. I think the Supreme Court stopped it. The construction? Let's see what we've got about the construction. Thank you so much for being here. I can never thank you enough. One more upside down card. Look at that. I'm going to have to go through this deck. I thought I caught all of them. Apparently not. It's not like half of them, just odd. All right, well, he says there is a plan. Oh, thank you, Carol. Thank you. there's a concept of a plan for the White House. Crickets. Here we are. Trying to stir stuff up. 9 of Cups reversed. You know, he just fired the committee that's in charge of overseeing this kind of thing. Yeah, he just fired all of them. And is putting in his own people. And then also brought up the Trump, the Arc de Trump. Arch de Trump. Yeah. Fool. Guess who that is? And Page of Ghosts. And we are the ones who will end up not only paying for it. Hello, sweetness. Not only paying for it, but having to probably finish it. Mare says there's more than one committee. Oh, don't tell him. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, good boy. Bailey Boo. Come here, Bailey Boo. Oh, come here, sweetheart. Say hello. Before we go, you should come over and just say hello. Yes. Come here, precious one. Precious one. He's a good boy. Come on. Why are you looking nervous? There's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. Come here, dear. Come here. Sorry, just trying to coax him. Hey. Bailey Boo. Bailey Boo. There he is. There's a good boy. How are you doing, precious? Oh, he's a good boy. There's the Bailey Boo. There's the Bailey Boo. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Hi. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, we're just hanging out for a minute before I go. We'll just hang out with the kitty, with the sweetness. Good energy. Good boy. Thank you so much for being here. All right, that is going to do it for me for today. Please remember you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. There are good days ahead. Yes, there are. There's good in the world, and you're a part of it. Okay, so, oh dear. Uncover the news. Breaking. Democratic senators have been blocked from a classified Senate briefing on Venezuela. Well, now. All right. Well, if things get really bad, I can always jump on. But otherwise, I'm here every day, and we'll look at it tomorrow. So, I'm gonna head over to. I'm gonna try to grab some. I think I've got some peanut butter and crackers, maybe some celery. Yeah, have some lunch, and then creative sprints this afternoon. It's going to be a lot, because I'm also getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Halloween. I hope I can pull off the Halloween costume. Hope I can pull off this whole thing, but we'll see. All right. Oh, we're bathing. We're bathing. Okay. Doll. We're washing of the face. Okay. Take care. All right. And I'll see you later, as always. Trick or treat, exactly. All right. You okay? You okay? Why are you looking out the window like that? Why are you looking out the window like that? You're okay. You're the Bailey Boo.